The following 6 technologies will make 2050 look more like this. Plus, everything will be supercharged by one broad and all-encompassing mother system, which we will talk about later in the video. From unlocking the key to immortality, to creating super powerful organic batteries that are eco-friendly, have a higher capacity, and cost less to produce, the future will be changing very rapidly. Disney, on the other hand, just solved the biggest problem in the VR industry with a super simple invention, beating both Apple and Meta at their own game. Plus, when you see it, the objects will move with the power of the Force. Take that, Seth Lord. Your daily slice of Curio Pie coming right up. Disney is going to revolutionize the VR industry. First, we thought it was going to be Meta or Apple, but that's only because no one was expecting Disney to reveal this ground-shattering technology. They call it Holo tile floor, which can smashing that like button just like you should do if you haven't already. But no, in all seriousness, the Holo tile floor can support multiple people or objects moving around simultaneously on the platform. The inventor, Lanny Smoot, the first Disney employee after Walt Disney himself to be inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, came up with this technology. Smoot holds 100 patents in total, 74 of which were secured while working for the Walt Disney Company. Star Trek fans will recognize this invention as the famous holodeck, the inspiration for the Holo tile floor. The barely noticeable technology is tackling the main problem with VR, not being able to move in the virtual realm freely. In other words, you can't explore beautifully designed worlds because you're limited by your bedroom walls. The Holo tile floor will forever change that. While most solutions for the spatial VR problem are clunky, loud, and ineffective, Smoot came up with a solution that's none of those things. Holo tile is extremely smooth, it can support multiple people, and most importantly, it's silent. Not to mention it can move inanimate objects like this crate with the help of a computer. So we can finally move objects using the Force. Set designers, on the other hand, could use the Holo tile floor to move props and structures on stage, making it appear like they're magically moving on their own. Think Sleeping Beauty's fairies cleaning the house. Inventions like the Holo tile and haptic suit are going to radically transform the VR playing field, providing an immersive VR experience that's only possible in sci-fi movies. Speaking of sci-fi movies, the omnidirectional treadmill, Infinideck, from Ready Player One is probably going to be Disney's main competitor. Disney claims Holo tile allows people to walk or run in any direction, and they plan on introducing the technology in theaters, allowing dancers to perform mind-blowing acrobatics. But still, because this technology is new, very little is known about how it actually works. But no matter how groundbreaking Holo tile is, it's no match for Lamborghini is aiming to change the face of the battery industry thanks to MIT's newest invention. The TAQ battery is radically different from standard lithium-ion batteries. Invented by scientists at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, TAQ is an organic battery that Lamborghini licensed from MIT in January 2024. The company plans on using TAQ batteries in their future electric vehicles. But what is TAQ? Known as bis-tetraaminobenzoquinone, TAQ is a small organic molecule, which is an extremely strong conductor, made up of numerous layers. It is made of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and hydrogen, arranged in 3 neighboring hexagon rows. Compared to lithium-ion batteries, TAQ batteries offer 50% improved energy density. Plus, the research team expects to double the charge cycle of batteries to 2,000 with minimal degradation. All of this is just a fancy way of saying more powerful, longer-lasting car batteries with faster charging capabilities and lower weight. Not to mention cheaper. Because current nickel-manganese cobalt batteries are very expensive to produce, when you factor in mining and sourcing costs, TAQ batteries will be unimaginably cheap to manufacture, making car batteries extremely desirable. They will inevitably revolve around one single technology that will encompass everything, but more on that later. Now, while some are creating organic batteries, one technology is aiming to decode the organic world with gene editing technology called CRISPR Gene Editing. Clustered, regularly interspaced short palindromic repeats is a component of bacterial immune systems that can cut DNA. In 2012, it has been repurposed as a gene editing tool. According to theoretical physicist Michio Kaku, CRISPR holds the key to human immortality. Kaku says that aging is nothing but the buildup of error in our bodies. With CRISPR, we can find those errors and replace them before they cause us harm. This could mean the end of aging and possibly bring us closer to immortality. The molecular tool known as CRISPR Cas9 is an extremely powerful technology discovered back in 2012 by Emmanuel Charpentier and Jennifer Doudna. It allows bioengineers to cut the genome of any cell at a very precise location. After that, they can remove existing genes or add new ones. Think of CRISPR Cas9 as microscopic scissors. The scissors use a guide RNA to find the specific DNA sequence that needs to be fixed. Then, the Cas9 enzyme cuts the DNA at a very specific spot and edits the genetic code of a living organism, something we've never been able to do before. CRISPR could speed up the quest for curing cancer by modifying immune cells in our bodies to target specific cancer cells. So, think of these as your very own tiny heat-seeking missiles, but instead of heat, they seek cancer cells. And as CRISPR Cas9 will transform human DNA by 2050, others are changing the face of train travel with monocabs. In 1903, Australian-Irish inventor Louis Brennan filed the patent for the first gyroscopic monorail transport. Unfortunately, Brennan's dreams were soon crushed. The Army Council proposed 10,000 British pounds to fund the building of the monorail, but the financial department vetoed the decision. The project was idle for 120 years until a team of investors from the German Owl University of Technology, the Bielefeld University of Applied Sciences, and the Fraunhofer IOSB-INA decided to revive Louis Brennan's dream once again. The engineers noticed that almost everyone in rural areas drove cars for their commute to work and nearby cities. Seeing how public transportation in rural areas was poorly organized, they came up with a solution: Monocab. They created a gyroscopically stabilized monorail that combines the inexpensiveness of public transport with the convenience of Uber. Thanks to gyroscopic technology, the monocab occupies only one rail of the train tracks, making them very thin. In fact, two monocabs can pass each other on the same track going in opposite directions. The cabins are big enough to accommodate 4 to 6 people and can be called using a phone app. Monocab Owl might be 120 years late, but it's going to be the Uber for the public transport across Europe. Speaking of tiny vehicles, we have to mention the Triggo Microcar. What if you could combine the maneuverability of a motorcycle with the safety of a regular car? Well, this is where Triggo comes in. While Monocab aimed to radically change rural transportation, this Polish company decided to do the same for city transportation. Instead of scooters, you can now rent a Triggo just by scanning the QR code with a special app. Your friend can sit in the back while you steer in the front. The vehicle is fully electric and can reach speeds up to 90 kilometers per hour when the wheelbase is fully expanded. But who wants to sit in a slow-moving, noisy traffic all day? With the press of a button on your steering wheel, the wheelbase to your Triggo shrinks from a width of 148 centimeters to only 86 centimeters, or from 5 feet to 3 feet. The max speed will drop down to 35 kilometers per hour, but who cares? You can still zap past the trucks and buses and other cars stuck in rush hour traffic. While you're doing so, make sure to have a pizza waiting for you at home by ordering it through Flytrex. Meals on Wheels grew wings thanks to Flytrex. 4 months ago, Flytrex celebrated delivering 60,000 meals using drone technology. It's as simple as downloading the app and applying for Flytrex's safety network. As a specialized team determines whether your location, home, or office is accessible by Flytrex drones, once approved, you can order food through the app. When it's ready, the food will be loaded into a drone and delivered to your location. The drones fly at speeds of up to 30 knots at a height of 220 feet. At the destination, the drone drops to a height of around 80 feet and descends the order using a cable. When the bag of food touches the ground, the hook releases automatically and the Flytrex flies away to fulfill another order. And yes, all of the 6 technologies we mentioned so far would only be enhanced by AGI, Artificial General Intelligence. It's the next stage in the evolution of AI. Judging by the growth rate of AI, AGI will come sooner than we think. However, will it be disastrous like some analysts predict? Even though AI might be able to write text, understand and generate images as well as generate speech, AGI will be infinitely more powerful. AGI will cook breakfast, make your coffee, walk your dogs, and do all sorts of tasks that we humans might not have time to do. While some fear that this is the stage when AI will rebel and attack humans, futurists believe that thanks to biotechnology, human capabilities will be enhanced thanks to AGI nanochips implanted in our brains, something similar to what Musk's Neuralink is trying to do. At the moment, there are 72 companies from 37 countries competing to create AGI. OpenAI is quickly turning AGI into a reality with Project Q-Star, and while Musk and others are preaching caution, Ray Kurzweil claims AGI will only increase our cognitive ability. Thank you for watching. Type part 2 in the comment section below if you'd like to see more unbelievable technologies AGI will supercharge by 2050. This is CurioPie. Grab a slice, stay curious, and see you in the next video.